Dear Diary, it's time we hunt down a story. In the past few episodes, we've visited a number of stables and uncovered a series of mysteries that required our keen detective eye to solve. Since then, I've been wanting to see what other mysteries are left to be uncovered, and in doing so, will perhaps lead us to acquiring the froggy armor. While I may not actually end up using it, because we can literally craft an item that allows us to reach almost any height in the game, it sure does look good, and so we must have it. Who knows? Perhaps we'll run into a number of other mysteries to solve. That's the beauty of this game, I suppose. Without further ado, go ahead and sit back, relax, grab some snacks, and let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tears of the Kingdom. We have a fun, exciting opportunity here. One that I am very much looking forward to. A chance to live out our dreams of being journalists. And if you've been keeping up with the series so far, you already know exactly where this intro is going, but it's taken us back to the beautiful stables that we visited throughout the lands of Hyrule, back to our buddy Penn, who happens to be our partner on this beat. And we're trying to solve these. Now we've got a few of them already lined up here. I kind of tried to pick them up as we came to them. I'm sure that I'm still missing a few, but we got 3 here that are ready and waiting for us. So I figured, since we already found ourselves at the end of the last episode in the Heber region, that we might as well just hit the closest one to us. Ironically enough, just so happens to be near the Lucky Clover Gazette. Now, in terms of the other stables, the ones that we have finished, I tried to remember which ones we did and put a star next to the ones that we've completed. So we'll kind of run our way down the list and see where we go from there. But this is it's an episode I've been wanting to do for a while in this series, for a number of reasons. One of which because I actually really like these stories. I find them to be quite fun and interesting, and so I say, why not? Let us get to it. Oh, what's that one? Have we been over there? Oh, that one might be new. Cool. Okay. Yeah, maybe we'll try to see what's up there. Anyway, I hope you all are doing well. I hope that whatever you're up to today, that you're safe, that you're experiencing something cozy, doing something kind for yourself, and hopefully you're enjoying the series. I've had such a blast with this game. It's actually ridiculous how much fun I've had with this, and I'm just happy that we still have so much left that there is for us to explore and to do, and it's a beautiful thing. Look how massive these things are. Actually, can we take a photo of this? I mean, they're huge though. I can see why they crash land. They're actually pretty massive. All right, so now that we've touched down on the ground, it looks like our next stop is over here. Now I put a star here as well, and I think it's just because we picked up the quest, but I don't think it's because we actually finished it, as you can see. And so where to go? Looks like we're headed this way. Now in the last episode, we got pretty far in the depths. I mean, we explored quite a bit. And so it is kind of nice to come out here, check out the surface, and be reminded at just how beautiful this game is. You know, when you spend a couple hours down in the depths, you kind of forget. And it's beautiful because it brings all this back to perspective, which I really like. I mean, just look at that. Doesn't get much better. Oh, is that one of those guys we can fight? Cool. I don't know if I actually saved this. Awesome. Ooh, a thunderwing butterfly. I suppose we'll use the Master Sword. We did so much work to get it. Wow, is this really not working? You know who I haven't used in a while? I actually haven't used Riju. Insane. Look at Riju. Looking as cool as ever. Definitely one of my favorite characters. I didn't think I would enjoy the Gerudo region as much as I ended up enjoying it. That whole story was just epic. It was so cool. All right. Another one down. I suppose we might as well just craft a little something. Is there perhaps a vehicle that we could take advantage of? You know what's actually, you all had mentioned something. I was, you know, after we drop every video, I do like to go through and it, you know, even if I'm not able to respond to everyone, I always try to read all of the comments. And I saw a couple of them that mentioned something about a steering bike or a steering hovercraft or something like that. And I'm not exactly sure how that works, but you said it. I think some of them said it basically was just the fan and one of these. Or it's like two fans maybe. Maybe it would go this way. No, I didn't actually end up looking this up because I wanted to, you know, I really wanted it to be a discovery. And so if we can get this right, this actually would be pretty sick. Do I just put this on top? There's a part of me that wonders if I should make a third one that's on this side. I don't know if this is going to be enough. Hold on. I mean, we could just try it. That's not it. That's not it. Hold on. Maybe if I move this. Maybe if we put it up more, like here. Would that do anything? All right. Well, you know, we gave it our best shot. We'll try it again in the future. Right. So this one, according to Chorg, the white goats ran off after they were given a special feed made from a recipe Princess Zelda created. The only thing left behind when they fled were uneaten Hylian pine cones. All right. So here are the pine cones. Let us follow. I suppose this would be a good time to have a vehicle of some sort. It's unfortunate we couldn't get this to work. I feel like this could have been something. To be honest with you, I feel like we kind of semi had it for a second, you know, until we didn't, you know. I honestly felt like this must be it. But we just couldn't seem to get it to work. You know, there's just no balance. Yeah, so we fall off every time. Even if I were to rotate it. And it's just like, I don't know where I'd put it. Yeah, it just kind of falls on itself. You can't put it up too high either. It like has to be over here. Yeah, it's just not gonna work. I don't know. I don't know how people come up with these things, but it's just not for me. Just not for me. I will stick to my go-kart. This is good enough. Oh, so it would appear that the goats cross this area. If we're heading down in this direction, over here. Oh, wow, here they are. What exactly are they doing here? Whoa, those are my wild goats. So this is where they ran off to. There. I'm just so glad to see you all. Are you all okay? And you're the one who found them? Thank you. I won't forget this. This bottle. This is what I was using to keep Princess Zelda's recipe safe. Let me see. I need to check the recipe. Grind the pine cones into a powder. I'm not supposed to use the Hylian pine cone whole? I should have known something was off. It did look really hard to eat. My poor sweet goats. They must have run off because of the awful food I was making them eat. I'm so sorry. I hurt you all when I thought I was helping. It was my fault all along. I should have run away too. I can't believe I doubted the recipe that Princess Zelda shared with me. I should have noticed my mistake right away. After all, I really do want to take the best possible care of the goats. But it's not just about the kind of food you feed them, right? It's important to show them you care with all your heart. I swear that from now on, I will take care of you with all the same kindness and compassion that Princess Zelda displays. That's the best way to show my gratitude for her sharing the recipe with me. Oh, and I really, really can't thank you enough for finding my white goats and the recipe. We're going to head back to the stable. You take care.
Aye.
All right.
Oh.
I saw everything, partner. A perfect investigation with a happy ending. I'd expect nothing less from you. Do you think it's a coincidence that the missing white goats and the lost recipe were in the same place? I have another theory. Maybe the white goats set out to find the bottle themselves because they couldn't stand to eat the wrong recipe anymore. I don't think that's the case, but it does make you wonder, doesn't it? You know, we've now chased 5 of the leads that might have had something to do with Princess Zelda. Your investigations are the talk of the office at the Lucky Clover Gazette. You've really shown some promise. And it turns out the paper's doing really well thanks to the articles we keep putting together. This is why Tracy told me we're both getting raises. Go on and add this to your nest egg, partner. 100 rupees. Is that... I think we were getting 50. Was it 50 before? All right. I'm going to hurry back to HQ and bring word of this story's confusion to our readers. See you later, partner. I look forward to chasing another big scoop with you. All right. White goats missing. Complete. Well, that's a pretty easy start. I wonder if I should take all those pine cones I saw. I doubt that we have any use for them, like, at all, but you never know. Wait, really? Actually, I don't want to use this bow. I want to use... I guess we'll use this one. Do your thing, Tracy. Or actually, no, Tracy's, not Tracy. Read you. That makes a lot more sense. All right. And a raw bird thigh, a high quality piece of meat that's hard to come by. You can eat it raw, but cooking it first will recover more hearts. Nice. Man, this is a beautiful area, I will say. Oh, is there something up there? I mean, it's just, I don't think I've really explored this area all too much. I mean, we were here a little bit, but you know, we kind of just took the bridge and went right to Rito Village, but it's crazy to think there's probably a bunch of secret stuff that we've yet to find. Oh, look at that. Where are all of these? I don't know what these are for. I think these were just marking where we saw the... Yeah, I think they're just marking where we saw the geoglyphs from before. Okay, so that's where we hearted this area. Satori Mountain. It's another mystery that we have yet to solve. It had to be done. It did. All right, can Riju do this inside? Sorry, guys. Not today, brother. Unfortunately, I cannot allow you all to leave. This will be your last slumber party. Excuse me. Excuse me. Why isn't it working? Oh, we'll try it again. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm so sorry. I was trying to sneak attack. We're trying to save our weapons durability. If not, we'll be here all day. And we can't afford to be here all day. We have things to solve. Perfect. Well, that was easy. Anything else in here? I guess we'll mark this spot. Are there any rocks nearby? I guess I could take this one. There we go. Arrows, nice. Well, would you look at that? Surprise, surprise. There was one more. It had to be done. It did. Listen, I wouldn't have done it if I didn't have to. It was him or me. And I choose me. Self-love. All right. More arrows. Oh, wow. What is that? A whole open area to explore. Cool. We will come back to this at some point. For now, we have 2 more pin quests that we have already begun. So that means that this one is in fact completed. So I don't really know what else we could put. I mean, I think the star is fine. So we've done that one. There was a stable. There was a stable here, Snowfield Stable. We've done that one as well. So we're kind of just working our way down. I don't know how many stables there actually are, but you know, seems like they're actually pretty easy to spot. I don't know if there's any. How close could stables be to one another? Probably not that close, right? So we got this one. I'd be surprised there's not a stable down here either. Maybe here. Actually, no, there was a stable that we started way back. Anyway, let's travel to the next spot and see what we can do about solving another story. Let's see. Did we do this? I'm pretty sure we did this well. Can never be too sure. Actually. Yeah, I think we did do this one. We got some stuff down here. Oh, they got some fairies. Oh, 3. Nice. I actually do really need these. Because if you remember from the last episode, we actually died towards the end of the episode. It was the first time I think we'd actually died during this playthrough. I mean, we've died a couple times, but we've always had a fairy to protect us. And by protect us, I mean keep us from utter humiliation and shame. Oh, it's so close too. It's moments like this where I really wish that we had a net. Like, it would be cool to actually be able to catch, you know, actually catch butterflies and fireflies and all that stuff. I don't know. While completely unnecessary, I think it would be pretty fun. All right. Cool. Even though we'd already been there, it was still well worth the effort. All right, so this actually brings us back to where we just were, which was this guy.
Oh.
Thanks for lending me your ear at such a late hour. I couldn't get a read on her at all, except that she was definitely giving off some strange vibes. She came up to me when I was by the debris near the 3-way intersection up ahead and said, "You have to help her." Then she said her life is in danger. It would only make sense. It would only make it worse to reveal who she is. I tried to follow her to help, but just couldn't keep up with her. I lost track of her pretty quickly. After that, I thought I was in pretty good shape too. All right, so it looks like our next goal takes us this way. And I suppose we could craft... I don't know, maybe we'll just craft our little speeder bike. You know, it's easy, it gets the job done. Well, let's see where exactly this... Oh, not far at all. Literally right here. We didn't need to craft that at all, I guess. Oh no, my poor friend. Please, you must save her. Are you okay? Blonde hair. I do not know who you are, but I ask that you please help me. My poor Rico friend's life is in danger. I cannot reveal who she is, but for that would only make things worse. She is hiding and unable to move. My friend is in such danger. All right, let's do it. We should go to where my friend is, but be careful not to be seen. We do not want to draw evil to her. I will wait for you down this road. Meet me as soon as you can. Wait, not to be seen by what? All right, let's help. We gotta help. We cannot allow this bokoblin to bully this young traveler. I really wish you could do the sneak strike, you know? When they're blinded. I guess not just when they're, you know? Save us a lot of trouble. All right, well, at least they're alive, I think. Now let's see, where to go, where to go. You said something about just down this road. A couple of... Would it work if I just blinded this bird? No, that would not work. That would actually not work. It would just agitate it. We actually do need this. We do need this, these materials. So I guess this is why they said you don't want to get spotted. There are a lot of enemies over here. How'd you not see us? Like, what was that? Alright, guys, we could do this all day. Or should we use something a bit stronger for this one? Nice. All right, I understand what they were saying. We probably should have snuck around, but it's all right. Fighting is actually good. We need this material. My apologies for leaving you behind. I was overtaken by my concerns for my friend. She is resting safely out of sight. It is the only way to stay safe. I'm sorry for the path, that the path is so poor. Could you possibly go to the top of that cliff? We can meet right here, right where you can see the fallen debris. Wait, how is she going to get up there? All right, you know what? Something about this just doesn't seem right. I'm getting a bad feeling. However, we're going to follow the path anyway. Oh, look at this. No, I keep forgetting these are ones where you just, I guess, just catch it. All right. Nice, caught a firefly. Beautiful. All right, up we go. I want to get the rest of the climbing set as well. There's a coliseum. Oh, have we already been here? All right, here she is. It must be him then. Oh, I am so rude. You have my apologies. Come now, my friend is waiting ahead. She's waiting nearby around the debris on the opposite cliff. I will go ahead and let her know that you are coming. It is a bit far off, but I know you will be able to make it. Okay, again, I'm just so curious. How exactly are you making it? Excuse me? Okay, well. She seems very capable. Is this the... Oh, this is the Great Plateau. There she is. The beautiful relic of a time since past. You know, coming back to the Great Plateau, it's hard not to be overwhelmed with nostalgia. Thinking back to the first time you took the leap of faith off of this incredible monument to face whatever lied ahead in Hyrule. It's a beautiful time. We were challenged, presented with things that we never knew, I guess we could overcome. We did just that. I'm sorry for all that. It was important for me to test you. Blonde hair, courage to overcome a challenge, and then another challenge, and then another. Oh, and your disgusting, unwavering commitment to do good. You are Princess Zelda's chosen bodyguard. The swordsman Link, correct? I'm so glad to finally meet you. Now I can take you to the last stop of our little journey. Your grave. Guys, don't do this. Don't do this. It doesn't have to be this way. I was on to you from the start. It doesn't have to be this way. But we will most certainly make it this way. All right. Well, now that that's done with, we can continue with what was ultimately a trap. I'll let you off this time, but don't expect such mercy next time. Prepare yourself. All of that work.
Aye!
Should have revealed yourself from the start.
Well?
So this is where your investigation took you. Looks like you really got yourself on a limb there. I've been scouting from the skies trying to get to the bottom of this story. I heard that woman was luring people away. I thought I heard her voice, so I swooped on down. And hey, here you are. So tell me, what have you unearthed? What's that? The woman was asking for help? Asking for help was actually a member of the Yiga clan? So she disguised herself as a villager and was trying to lure the princess's appointed knight to a trap. It really is some impressively bad luck that they keep coming after you instead, isn't it? I'm glad I don't have to write a headline like Junior Reporter Falls to the Cruel Blade of the Yiga in Pursuit of Truth. We've worked together to chase 6 of the stories relating to Princess Zelda. Getting to the bottom of a mystery will no doubt improve your reputation. Tracy will be happy to hear about your efforts. Go on and add this to your nest egg. Another 100 rupees. Anyway, it's time I took off and turned these unusual details into an article. You take care, partner. So long. The Beckoning Woman complete. I love these little stories. I feel like a real reporter, a real Clark Kent in the making. Accompany Penn at night and investigate the haunting voice. According to Penn, a voice has been heard at Highland Stable at night. Witnesses say it comes from the Fural Plain to the northwest, and it sounds like Zelda, but no one has actually seen the mysterious woman. All right, so this takes us, let's see. So this was the stable we just did, the outskirts, I believe. And it would appear that this is the eerie voice. So I suppose we'll just head to this one. Since the beginning of this episode, we have now conquered 2 stories, which actually ended up being a lot easier than I thought they would be, but were actually quite fun to do, and I would say it's a pretty good start. Actually, have we done this? Have we stayed at this one? I don't know if we actually have stayed here. We'll get a good night's rest before beginning our trek into the next one. Cream of vegetable soup. A meal made by simmering vegetables in fresh milk with a pinch of rock salt. Bring me the food I crave and I will enhance your horse's abilities. You know, one thing I have realized, or come to realize in this playthrough, is how underutilized horses are when there's so many different things that you could craft. You know, vehicles, literal things that would make you fly, you know? I heard a rumor from a pair of travelers that the other day about a giant white stallion. They hadn't actually laid eyes on the white horse themselves yet, but they were planning to take the road to the lake of the horse god southeast of here. Now, I can hardly leave my work at the stable, but I'd sure like to see the giant white stallion if it exists. Cool. Is there anyone we can buy anything from? Oh, are those crepes? Nice. All right. Princess Zelda's voice can be heard coming from the Hyrule plain in the southwest night after night. Oh no. What if it's one of those curses where saying the words out loud causes it to affect you? If it is, then I'm already cursed. No, it's okay. That's probably not the case. Sorry for getting my feathers ruffled, partner. Anyway, the strange voice can only be heard at night, so come and get me when it's time to head out. Oh, okay, so we need to kill time until evening. Actually, can we use this? Actually, you know what? Let's just do this. I was like, we could just sleep in the room again, which honestly wouldn't be the worst thing, but I always love the opportunity to make a traditional fire when we can. There we go. Saved ourselves a good 20 rupees. Change your mind? Let's go. Let's head to the Hyrule plain.
Aye!
All right, I guess we'll meet you over there. Do you hear that, partner? That's the voice, all right, and it's close by. Is it Princess Zelda, though? Might be, but where's it coming from? My legs won't move, my wings won't flap. I'd duck out of here if I could, but I can't. clearly over here. Definitely from down here. Leave the arms. Leave the arms. All right, let's see. Seek the storm, seek the storm. Fear it not, you will stay warm. When did you get here? Do you need something from me? Leave the arms. What are you talking about? I wasn't singing anything remotely like that. I've never sung a song with those lyrics. Seek the storm, seek the storm. Is that what you heard? Because that's what I was singing. You also heard for if not, I'll do you harm. Leave your arms or I'll kill you. Ha ha ha. What kind of nonsensical song is that? Fear it not, you will stay warm. Those are the lyrics I was singing. If you put it all together, seek the storm, fear it not, you will stay warm. It's a song about a cute little fox who is proud of their warm fur coat. And they chase storms since they don't get cold. Anyway, I'm not trying to cause trouble or anything, but I don't think it's entirely my fault if people misheard things either. I just like how my voice sounds here, prettier, more refined. It sounded fine to me, but everyone else is hearing dire threats? Leave the arms. I guess that's what explains why weapons kept getting thrown in the well every morning. They could be dangerous, so I collected them all over. I've got no interest in them, so feel free to help yourself.
Aye!
Hey, you down there, partner? What's going on? Tell me everything. Does he actually... Oh, I was going to say, does he actually jump in the well? Out with a partner. What do you discover? Is Princess Zelda down there?
Eh?
It's just someone singing in a well? She's just practicing. I see. And her voice echoed off the well walls, making it sound like the princess's voice. Acoustics are strange. And that same distortion made the lyrics she was singing sound more like threats to everyone who heard her. So the mystery is solved. Now I know why I had all those goosebumps. I sensed one heck of a story coming my way. Thanks for your help, partner. We've worked together to chase 7 of the stories relating to Princess Zelda. You've really gotten the hang of things. You could probably get a full-time job at the paper if you wanted to. Go on and add this to your nest egg, partner. 100 extra rupees. Oh, that's right. Tracy has had nothing but nice things to say about you, partner. Seems like there's a little extra something in your compensation this time around. No surprise there. Another 20 rupees? Head back to the office and write this one up. I'd better hurry too. We wouldn't want more people thinking the princess was casting spells from a well. Until next time, partner. Soar long. An eerie voice complete. Now, were there any weapons we'd actually want down here? Blue Liza Reaper is pretty good. Could take that. We already have the silver Lysol. This one just looks cool. You know? To think that that's a Lysol horn. It really puts into perspective how threatening the Lysols actually are. Now, the Royal Halberd could be good to keep, but there's nothing I mean, I guess I could. Yeah, I probably will take... I like spears a lot more. Spears and swords a lot more than some of these other things. I actually really need to get rid of these weapons, the gloom weapons. I don't want to use them because I like the way they look, but you know, like this gloom club looks awesome, but I have no desire to use it, as well as this spear, which is really just for decoration. But I will keep the sword on us. Sword just looks too nice. All right, I guess that's it. It's pretty cool. All right, let's actually go back to this this beautiful looking stable and craft a few things. Because as you can see, we used a lot of what we had back in the depths of the last episode. And so I actually would like to create a few yummy dishes that will hopefully give us the edge going forward. And what better way, what better dish actually than the Hylian tomatoes? What did we make with this last time? Looks like we could just use... Yeah, it looks like we could just use 5 of these for 10 hearts. I mean, that's not bad. You know, that's not bad. So I think we'll just make a couple of these. Hylian tomatoes have proven themselves to be one of my favorite things to make. An easy 10 hearts right there. What would happen if we use 3? Well, we'll make, I guess we'll make one more set of 5. I just want to figure out what's the best way to maximize these. So if I were to only use 3, how many hearts would that give us? 6 hearts? I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, 10 hearts is, with how many hearts we have now, 10 hearts is essentially like full health recovery, you know? But it is nice to have, it's nice to have a few heart options that aren't so many. Like, you know, I think 6 is pretty good. You know, that's just using 3. I feel like we could get more. I feel like we could get more leverage or more mileage out of just using 3. Because sometimes you just need a little bit of extra health. So we got a couple of full ones. So these will be your 10. But then we got a couple of, you know, just, you know, maybe you got out of a battle and you need a couple hearts, you know. I think 6 is pretty good. I probably could have gone with 5. I feel like if I used 2, I probably would have got 5 hearts maybe. I mean, simmered fruit looks pretty good too. I mean, that's 5 hearts. All right. Do we have any instant healing ones? We got a couple of hearty truffles. Give us that beautiful full recovery. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. All right. And then while we're here, we might as well make a couple of simmered fruits. It's always nice to have a couple of options that'll give us 5 hearts. I came to realize in our last battle that we didn't have any, we had no healing options. So I'll throw a couple of those in there. All right, so that's done. What else do we have? Maybe some mighty bananas. Yeah, this gives us 4 minutes. Wow. 4 minutes. We need some stuff that'll give us some stat boosts as well. So yeah, it's 5 hearts in 4 minutes. So I'll make about 3 of these just to get us going. You never know when we'll fight another dragon. There we go. So that's good. What else do we have? Anything for defense? We got a couple of, we even got a couple razor shrooms. What would 5 of these do? Oh, so about the same. So that's good. So this is for stealth. Sun shrooms. Allows you to endure the bitter cold. I guess we'll make one of these. Cold resistance, 12 minutes. Not bad. This could help us next time we're in the desert. Give us some heat resistance. Alright, so we got that. Iron shroom for that classic defense. And what would sky shrooms give us? Oh, it's just a very, very minor health bump. Now we do have these. We got some hardy radishes too. Hardy steamed fruit. That's pretty good. Love having those full health recovery items. You never know. What does that put us at? All right, look at this. Look at this. Holy moly, we got what, 6 of these? 6 full health recoveries. We got a couple of great stamina options. We got some heat resistance, cold resistance. We got some attack up. We've got some defense up. We got some just plain and simple health options as well, which is pretty good.
Yeah. Oh.
Now, is there anything else we could do? Got a couple of swift carrots. When cooked into a dish, increases movement speed. Interesting. Movement speed. What do we have? 20 of those? It would be nice to have. How much does wood 5 give us? I'm just curious. So level 2 speed up for 5 minutes. I mean, it's not that great. Not that great. I mean, it's fine though. We have a few other options for speed. The hot-footed frogs, pretty good. So we use one of those. Using one of these gives us an 8-minute boost, which is so interesting. However, it is a level 1 boost, so maybe that's the difference. Anyway, that's kind of the basis. All right, I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, let's see where to go from here. I think we had marked either one of these spots. It was either here or somewhere else that had a stable. So let's go here and see if we can see. I actually don't remember what these are, but we're going to check it out. All right, let's see what mystery lies beneath the surface in this stable. The Gerudo Canyon stable. I've actually never been here before. Don't worry, we'll get this all cleaned up for you, brother. Don't you worry. And we'll take all the stuff while we're at it. Ooh, a new recipe. Oh man, I wonder if there's a rock outside. Closest one looks to be over here. Oh, I think it's so cool that this entire, shrine and even this stable are all nestled down in this area. I want to check out that shrine. I just want to see what's over here first. This is wild. Okay, so this just kind of takes you up, it seems. That's kind of cool. This takes you through the canyon. Well, better than nothing. Just just gonna destroy all the boxes. Don't worry about me. Don't mind me, I should say. We are just cleaning up. A little spring cleaning. Ah, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. As it should be. Property of the Stable Association. Please do not touch. Oh, wow. Stable owners. Cool. One thing I think is really cool is that in all the stables you can go to, you can find yourself a little recipe card here. I just wish we could buy it. I wish we could buy recipe cards that would then add the recipe to our, you know, our recipe book. Or if taking a photo of it, then saved it as a recipe or something. I don't know. I think the pictures are cool. And once, you know, obviously now that we have this, we could go craft it and then we would have the recipe. But I think recipe cards would have been a cool additional thing for us to potentially find throughout our journey. Good job making it in here. I mean, it's impressive that you came all this way, but the stable has closed its doors for good. Thanks to this extreme heat, almost no one rides through here. We get very few visitors of any sort. Making things worse, Princess Zelda gave the order that everyone had to stay away from our well. But we need that water, not to mention the mushrooms that grow inside it. It's only temporary, it'll help, she said. I'll be right back to fix it, she said. And then she completely abandoned us. Oh, sorry about that. The sadness just gets to me sometimes. Anyway, if you're looking for a place to rest, I recommend Karakar Bazaar. Just head out of here, turn west, keep going for a while, and there you'll find it. It's a bit of a hike, but if you find some transportation at the desert's entrance, you can get there in no time. Anyways, I'll get back to clean. Wait, all that junk is gone. I wasn't sure what you were up to, truth be told, but clearly it was all part of masterfully removing that junk. You saved me, thank you. I sort of let the junk pile build and build until it blocked the entrance, which was a real problem. There's still some work to be done, but thanks to you, I can get out of this place. That said, given that I'm wearing the uniform and this stable's still standing, would you be my final customer? Okay, welcome to Gerudo Canyon Stable. You, sir, have the honor of being the very last guest the stable will ever have. And that, dear customer, deserves commemoration in the form of 1 pony point. Nice. Well, that appears to be the end of my time as a stable hand. It's been a pleasure, sir, and I sincerely hope your journey ahead is a fruitful one. Now then, I still have a little more junk to clear away, so I better get back to it. Thanks again for all your help. Oh, I forgot about those. The Stable Association sent me those frames a while back. They just sort of got buried under all the junk. Let me just take off the wrapping. They're even nicer than I thought. Maybe a little art on the walls would be nice, just so the stable's final days don't have to be so lonely. Packed away. Has that empty frame caught your eye? It sure has. I was so focused on cleaning up, I completely forgot about those frames the Stable Association sent me. I owe the stable a lot. After all the good years it's given me, I'd like to put up something nice so it can go out in style. You know, I heard an interesting story from the Rito traveler who stopped by here once. There's this local attraction nearby, Spectacle Rock. Just check your map, this place is famous. And the traveler told me that while they were flying over Spectacle Rock, they glanced down and saw it smiling. That's what I want to frame. What could be better than sending the stable off with a smile? It's just a shame that I can't fly to capture the view for myself. But if I had even a picture of the smiling Spectacle Rock, I could copy it for the frame and cheer things up in here. A picture for the closed stable 1. Wow, there's a lot of quests. Turns out the Stable Association sent me 2 frames by mistake. Kind of iconic given we're about to close. But far be it from me to look at a gift horse in the mouth, I might as well use the other frame to bid the stable farewell in style. I think a picture of a giant sword stuck into a peak in the Gerudo Highlands is the neat goodbye this stable deserves. It's just northwest of here, but I won't be able to go to see it. I have cleaning to do. Besides, it's cold in the Gerudo Highlands. Even a copied picture of the giant sword would liven up this old place. All right. At some point, I would like to do some of those photography quests. I don't think they're very specific, so I think it really is just a matter of running into them. All right, before we talk to Pin, let's check the well, see what's down here. There's enemies down here? Are you kidding me? Totally worth it. Totally worth it. To beat a Lionel or a Lysel with a Lysel horn is pretty hilarious. Alright, we definitely need something a bit stronger. The downsides of being in water. Totally worth it. You know what I would love to see? We haven't actually seen what this looks like. The silver Lionel horn looks kind of insane. And so I would love to attach it to something. I suppose we could try it on one of the broadswords. Oh no, that's actually kind of sick. Holy moly, that's pretty clean. Look at that. 51 damage too. That's not too bad. Save that for a rainy day. Now imagine what damage that would be if we threw that on a weapon with already pretty good stats like this spear. If we can get something like that, that'd be fantastic. Now in the meantime, it would appear that there's an entire underground network of enemies down here. Isn't there a suit that we have that helps us swim faster? Is it this one? There we go. Perfect. I actually haven't fought any of those things in a while. And a Gerudo scimitar, a decaying scimitar from the Gerudo region. It is designed for maximizing force. Attaching a material greatly enhances the material's power, but doesn't add much durability. Interesting. So, oh, what is this? The blue Lysel horns. Probably the worst to be fighting this thing down here. In the water of all things. Oh. Oh, look at that. And a bunch of chill shrooms. Ooh, and a hearty truffle. All right, that was actually really fun, this whole area. Who would have thought all this is down here? All right, now we can check on our buddy Pen. Hello there, partner. What's brought you all the way out here? I've heard that visitors stopped coming to this stable, so this place had to shut down, but here you are. The temperature is really scorching my feathers, but just look at you, kid. Cool, calm, and collected. I've come to this stable because my sources were chirping about a problem with the well here. Actually, they say Princess Zelda caused this problem. She shut down this well and declared it off limits. But without its water, the stable couldn't keep travelers, horses, or the workers refreshed. The well also provided a steady supply of mushrooms to folks here. So why'd the princess want everyone to stay away from it? That's the big question. What we're short of is answers. The owner who's stuck here is just as puzzled as anyone else. And I can't weasel down the well to see what she was so concerned about. My wings are too wide. Luckily for him, we've already gone down there. So there were a lot of monsters behind that pile of rocks. I can't help thinking the princess knew about that monster den. She must have had a barricade put up to seal away those creatures and protect everyone here. Now, why the princess didn't say so, that's a mystery. But maybe she wanted to keep any panic from spreading. Or maybe it was only a very temporary measure. But then she disappeared. Yep, a little speculation on my part, but that's got to be the story here. What do you say? Holds up, right? Our job is to follow the facts, and that's where they take us. We've worked together to chase 8 of the stories relating to Princess Zelda. There's never time for a break, you know? I better make sure Tracy hears the details of what happened here. Go on and add this to your nest egg. 100 more rupees. Almost forgot, partner. Tracy's been really impressed with you and asked me to give you a bonus. Here you go. We needed to make some educated guesses with our story. More than we'd normally do, but I'll stand by this piece. We know our princess after all. She had to have everyone's safety in mind. I'll get to writing all of this up for the paper. You take care of yourself.
Sapow!
The blocked well. All right. Another story solved. Well, I guess a mystery, really. But they're so fun to do. I mean, they really are. So this is the rainforest. We haven't been here in a while. I don't think we really explored this area since Breath of the Wild. And now here we are. There's so much here that I like. This whole area, you know, all of this we've yet to really explore. So none of this either. So it's a lot of stuff that probably is here. All right, where's this one at? Oh, just over the bridge? That's not too bad. I mean, I think we could do this. Hold on a second. Okay, so this is a stable. Okay, cool. So now we know. So I've kind of been scouring around just to see, okay, where might we missing one, but, you know, I don't know. We'll come back and do this in a bit. I just want to see, what is the story? What is that? Oh. What is the story plaguing the people of this state? What do we got? We got speed boosting. Yeah, I think I actually will take those. Wow. Can always use more arrows.
Wow! Yay!
Can always use more arrows. Thunderwing butterfly, sticky frogs, shock fruits. Yeah, I think I'll just take all the arrows that he has. That's good. Is there anything we can sell? Now, we made a bunch of recipes. It seems like simmer tomatoes, 36 a piece, not too good. I guess I'll sell these bright elixirs. It's crazy that they almost have the same effect, and yet one gives one you get substantially more from than the other.
Oh.
All right, anything else? Like this movement elixir gave us 100. Oh, actually, do we have any... Let's see if we have any... What did the luminous stones sell for? We have a lot of those. They sell for 20 apiece. But it's used to make special clothing. I mean, 20 apiece is not bad, for sure. I have 91. We could sell 20. I don't know. The star fragments are really good too. I mean, I would say if we just farm star fragments, we'd be pretty good, but I know we need those for upgrades. Yeah, tough times to make money in this game. Let's see, is there a well around here? There's always a well. The lakeside stable well. You love to see it. Except it would appear that this well is flooded. Maybe that has something to do with whatever the quest is here. Where exactly is Pin? Alright, well, we shall at least get our pony point.
Oh. Oh. Yeah. Aha. Oh. Aha. Oh.
Let's see, receive reward, yeah.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
The Traveler's Saddle, a standard saddle designed for comfort during long journeys. Its durable material holds strong in all sorts of weather, which has made it a favorite among travelers.
Oh.
Oh, and a traveler's bridle too.
Ha.
That's pretty cool. All right, let me climb up here and see. I know for a fact we have not done this area. But let's head to this stable and see what other stories exist. I'm just going to grab this fast travel point for now. We'll come back and do the shrine another time. Let's talk to our buddy Pin and see what the chirps are about.
Ow!
I've been hearing some chirps and warbles from my little birds. They say some regular guests of this stable are late to arrive, very late. The chef here, Goder, was going to meet with them to learn a new recipe, one that Princess Zelda taught them. My keen reporter instincts say something is wrong here. Goder has been over there waiting for the guests to arrive. He's barely moved this whole time. Let's see. It's not unusual for guests to decide not to show up, right? But what if they're not? What if they're unable to? They were coming to share a recipe from Princess Zelda too. That could be part of it. These chirps and warbles are worth looking into. Gourmets gone missing. And the Riverside Stable. I love that at each stable we get the beautiful melodies of the wonderful band Now that they're all together again.
Yeah.
All right, let us buy more arrows.
Wow. Sa. Yeah. Sa.
The B and the A button confuse me on a regular basis. I want the where the B button is to be the A button so badly, and I know that it isn't, but
Yay.
you know, I think we will. Well, actually, we don't need to buy Hylian rice, but we don't have any, so we'll hold off. We'll hold off. All right.
Oh.
Another day, another stable, and 1 point closer to our next reward. Now let's talk to this chef and see what exactly is going on here. Okay, didn't mean to grab that. Something isn't right. Angus and the Aegis and the rest would have to come across that bridge to get here, but oh, I didn't notice you there. Are you a customer? If you're looking for stable services, head over to the counter. I'm waiting to greet some guests while we were expecting, but it's well past when they said they'd be arriving. I'm extremely worried. They've always crossed the Owlin Bridge in the past when they were coming here. I figured I'd keep an eye on the bridge. I'd catch sight of them eventually. The guests are all gourmets. Their leader, a chef named Aegis, has taught me a lot about cooking. They were all excited to visit, and I was looking forward to it. They have a recipe from Princess Zelda to share. If Aegis and the others have tents, then maybe they're taking the trip nice and slow, camping along the way. Still, they haven't shown up yet. I have a bad feeling about this. Well, let us head into the woods and see just what is going on here. I probably could create a raft, but this seems like a moment of urgency. More Hylian tomatoes, nice. Now I wonder if maybe we just follow the path, if we'll just run into them. Maybe they're right here. Help, please. Princess Zelda, her recipe, as written, don't improvise. What's going on with everyone here? Princess Zelda's meat and rice bowl. Please combine raw meat, Hylian rice, and rock salt. This flavor comforting dish is sure to fill you with energy, but be sure to follow the recipe to the letter. Raw meat, Hylian rice, and rock salt. Let's see, I actually need some Hylian rice. I know we could have just bought it from our buddy that we got the arrows from, but there's a ton of rice here too. Or hopefully there is. We are not getting very lucky. A lot of Hylian tomatoes over here though. Seriously? We definitely need those hightail lizards. All right, let me actually check. It's very possible that we do still have Hylian rice. I just got to grab all of these tomatoes. This is wonderful. There are so many. Wow, that was great. I just completely restocked our Hylian tomato reserves. 33 now. All right, we might actually have some, so I guess we'll see. We got Hyrule herbs, but unfortunately no Hylian rice. I had high hopes that at least one of these would. Usually when we cut grass, we can get some. If we don't get any from this batch, we can always just go back. All right, let's just go back. Usually after that many attempts, we'd get at least one. But I know it's not. You can't get them everywhere, so. We would just go on ahead and swim our way across. Oh, please don't tell me he left. Oh, there he is.
Yeah. Sa sa.
All right, there we go. I had a feeling I should have bought this when we had the chance, but that is all right. Even more tomatoes. Now we should have some meat to use. Oh, here they are. I wonder if they're just hungry or if this actually has some healing properties that we don't know about. All right, here we are. Hylian rice, some sort of raw meat, and rock salt. All right, we will try this again. A meat and rice bowl. This dish of rice and lightly seared meat is a mainstay all throughout Hyrule.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, you. Can I have that meat and rice bowl? Please, I need it. No problem. I recognize this flavor. This is the recipe Princess Zelda shared with us. Oh, thank you for helping us. We were not doing well at all. Princess Zelda taught us how to cook this dish quite some time ago. We ran into her once during our travels. She was full of kindness for us, despite our travel being a little ragged on the road. But I do remember now that she said we needed to follow the recipe exactly. Whose bright idea was it to substitute monster parts in place of real meat? That was me. I'm sorry. I was just curious about what it would taste like. I thought maybe her recipe would work well with monster parts.
Oh.
The road to gourmet greatness is littered with stuff you wouldn't think is tasty. Gotta expand your palate. Now's not the time to sit and figure out best practices for future dietary exploits. We've got to get to the Riverside stable. We're so late. I'm sure Goddard has been worrying about us. We really are grateful for your help. Let me say again, on behalf of everyone, thank you. You don't even know us, but you used valuable ingredients to save us from ourselves. Please, here, take this. Oh, Hylian rice. Rock salt and perhaps raw meat. Of course. We like cooking with the very best raw meat when we have it. You can use all of that to cook yourself a meat and rice bowl sometime. Anyway, we'd better get ready and head to Riverside Stable since we plan to be there, well, before now. I have to get going. Hopefully we'll run into each other in the future. And just like that, another one done. Well, if it isn't my partner. Any luck finding those missing travelers yet? I just started to scout for them from the sky when I saw you down here. You chased down any leads at all? What? They were right here? Too queasy to even move? And you helped them get back on their feet again? Interesting. So the chirps and warbles were really onto something. I'm impressed that Princess Zelda's vast knowledge includes things I wouldn't expect, like recipes for dishes. We've worked together to chase 9 of the stories relating to Princess Zelda. Just as expected, partner, Tracy made the right call bringing you on. Go ahead and add this to your nest egg. Another silver rupee and the froggy leggings. Good leggings on a rainy day. The feet are covered in small dimples and treated with an anti-slip substance, giving them great traction on wet, slippery surfaces. Any good reporter dresses for the story they're reporting on, you know? This gear lets you cling to walls without slipping, even on rainy days. It'd be pretty cool to wear this while conducting an interview in the rain, don't you think? A recipe from Princess Zelda, perfect for getting folks into fighting shape. The article almost writes itself. Almost. Well, let's check this out. So now we have the second piece of the froggy armor. The froggy sleeves and the froggy leggings. And already we're looking pretty good. Already, it almost looks stealthy in a way. It's kind of cool. Kind of cool. I mean, you could throw that on with something like this. Oh, and now you're looking pretty good. You're looking pretty good. I love the little feet too. Look at those little feet. Look at those. All right. And now with that done, we have now conquered this stable. And I guess we'll put a star just so we know we've done that one. We did this one. It didn't seem like there was anything at the Lakeside stable, which is very interesting. I wonder how many stables there actually are. Because this is not the first stable that didn't seem to have a story. I think there was another one that we encountered somewhere up north that didn't appear to have a story connected to it, which was interesting. Anyway, on to the next stable. All right, so this stable was one that I saw way back when we were doing Zora's Domain. And we were trying to complete that quest. And I always promised myself I would come back when I could. And it would appear that that time is in fact now, so. We have so many shrines still left to do, and if anything, this is having me want to do a whole, episode of exploring would be nice, but just trying to see what we can see and where we can go from here. Oh, this guy's serious. All right. Where's our buddy Penn? There he is. See, he's always out front, you know? It's kind of hard to miss him. Let me grab this fast travel spot while we're here. And then from here, we will find out what the... From here, we will find out what the story is within this town. All right.
Ah.
There you are, partner. Have you seen all the men in underpants at the stable?
Oh.
I've been listening to the chirps and warbles from my sources. They said that Princess Zelda ordered all the members of the Zonai survey team here to dress that way. This spot used to see a lot of travelers coming through here on their way to Goron City, but they're mostly taking a new road now, so monsters have been making their home in the area. I've been telling folks that it's too dangerous around here to walk around in just their underpants. They just won't listen to me, though. They insist they're following Princess Zelda's orders. I've also heard that some of these underdressed men have set off to explore a place near here. They went to look into a monster den up this mountain road and haven't come back yet. Why would Princess Zelda give such a reckless order to the survey team? These chirps and warbles are going to give us a real story to report on. I just know it. All right. All this talk of Princess Zelda has me wanting to know what the real story is. And that's pretty much why we're here. You know, it's why we're doing this, so that we can get the scoop. A fireproof lizard. This rare lizard can only be found in the Elden region. Its scales have heat-resistant properties, so when cooked with monster parts, it produces a heat-resistant elixir. Well, that would have helped back when we were doing the mountain. The beautiful thing about the Elden region, though, is these hot springs. Free health. I said something about a monster den up the road. Not exactly sure where. But here's hoping we just kind of stumble upon it. There we go. Gotta be here. Just look for the survey team in their underwear. You can't miss it. Princess Zelda has given the order, so here we go, Sango. It won't be scary if we both go together all at once. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Huh? Sango, why didn't you go? You didn't move either. Oh, it's you. I thought it was a monster. We're trying to conduct research on the monsters holed up in this cave. But look at us. We're hardly geared up to deal with any threats. We can't bring ourselves to go in there. Our research is at a standstill. Princess Zelda sent out very specific instructions for us on the survey team. And it's this word for word. We will only find our future if we chart a new course, leaving the safety of indoor study for exploration in the wild. So prepare your mind and body, and then explore in underpants. I know Princess Zelda wants us to do it this way, but we're really only members of the survey team. It's scary enough to deal with monsters with equipment, but without any? If only someone could do this. I got you. Wearing as little clothes as possible, that is our forte. If there's one thing we can do, it is that. Just give us a shout when you're back, when you want your equipment back. We'll hold back and learn your methods from a distance. We're just not confident in the whole physical side of this process. I think that's totally fair. Wow, we don't have a single weapon? What exactly are we supposed to do here? Well, this should be like any other challenge we've done in the past. Should be no problem. Wow, they took all of our gear. That can't be good. Yeah. We have nothing to fight him with, unfortunately. We'll just have to use our wits about us. No problem. Wow. These ones are tough. And he just... I mean, 2 hits we would have been done for. He really didn't even try to fight us. There you have it. Easy enough. And actually, since this is a cave, I would assume that it would have to have one of those bubble gems, right? At least somewhere around here. I don't see anything. All right, perhaps we will finish the quest first and then continue our search for the bubble gems. There it is. There we go. We now have 6 total bubble gems.
Oh.
Oh, you survived. You really defeated the monsters wearing only your underpants? I'm going to tell the other members of the team about this stunning work here. Please join us back at Foothill Stable. Okay, I'll return your gear that I was holding for you. We'll head back to the Foothill Stable and wait for you there. All right. I guess we'll just fast travel back. That was pretty cool though. I mean, it kind of reminded me of some of the shrines that we've done a few times up to this point, where we had to fight with only the equipment that they gave us and nothing else. So in terms of preparation, we were as prepared as we could have been. And I think it showed through our expertise in the fight. Oh, great, you came. Everyone, this is the one who did our survey team a great service, defeating the monsters in just his underpants. Incredible. Please tell us how this is actually done. What's all of this, wearing only underpants? Oh, sorry. I guess you haven't heard Princess Zelda's order for all of us on the survey team yet. She said we have to leave the comfort of studying indoors. She ended with the words, "So prepare your body and mind, and then explore in underpants." No, I got that order too. That's why I'm all the way out here doing research. But what Princess Zelda really said was, "So prepare your mind and body, and then explore all other paths." Not what you guys thought. What's that? Then all this time we spent doing our survey research in our underpants was a total waste of time? Essentially. Princess Zelda did say to strengthen our mind and body and to go outside to push ourselves, to excel like never before. Is that not the spirit of what we were trying to do? Our methods as researchers have been truly tested. Come now, let's return to our work and keep this high standard forever. I see. So the chirps and warbles that started us off here really paid off in the end. What a story. The team here botched the listening part and went overboard with the doing part. Still, that's commitment. One thing's for sure, Princess Zelda really is a top-notch leader. What a powerful inspiration she is. We worked together to chase 10 of the stories relating to Princess Zelda. There's never a time for a break, you know. I'd better make sure Tracy hears the details about what happened here. 100 extra rupees? Wow, 150 extra rupees. That's awesome. All right. For our princess completed. And what turned out to be a simple miscommunication resulted in the survey team becoming stronger than they ever thought possible. And it led us to the realization that we should only fight in our underpants. Because we totally can. Oh boy. Wait, really? I was gonna say, I thought there was a rock there. And another one done. There was another one that we saw right here, so I guess we'll try to go and take that one on. Look at that. Terrytown in the distance. Looking as beautiful as ever. A giant dragon. Which I don't believe we have ever fought before. I remember being here for the first time and thinking, this is such a cool little area. It looks like it's got that medieval vibe, looks like a castle. It's pretty cool. I don't know why the hands always show up here. I find that to be so interesting. The hands really trivial, or this one really trivializes this fight, I would say. I should probably heal before we go any further. Not today. And a gloom spear as our reward. Perfect. All right, we were looking for another. One of those. There's gotta be one around here, right? Where did I actually mark? So I marked it right here, so it should be around the corner. don't think we've actually... Oh, that's Death Mountain. I was going to say, I don't think we've actually done that area. There it is. I won't fight this one. The South Akala Stable. And there's our buddy. Ready for another story.
Oh!
Hey, look at you, partner. Coming all the way down here to track down leads. You remind me of me.
Oh.
So how about it? Tell me if you got something we can work with, no? I've got nothing either. Not a chirp, not a warble. Even if I strain the old ear holes, no sir, not the slightest peep. So what to do when our leads go quiet and luck runs out? I suppose we've got one last resort, a prophecy.
Ah.
Oh yes, it's come to that. Good thing there's one heck of a cuckoo around here. That's speaks prophecy. I mean, we know it's hard to believe, but you've got to wonder.
Oh.
Look at that tree there, the one way up on that hill. They say folks are lining up to hear those prophecies every day, hoping to have their fortunes told. I know what you're thinking. Seasoned reporter like me, hoping to get a lead from actual poultry. Well, hear me out. Those that flock up there for their fortunes, they might know the real story here. Interview them. The all-clucking cuckoo, something. All right. Let's see what exactly we're learning here. Should I really ask about that? No, maybe not. But then again, are you here for the prophecy from the all-clucking cuckoo? Get ready for your life to change. They say the cuckoo's words always come true. Actually, do you want to take my place in line? I have a lot of questions and I need time to sort out which to ask. Really, you do me a favor. All right. Thy name. What is thy name? I sense it. You are Link. You are searching for someone. Ah, yes, Princess Zelda. I know all. And what I know is that thou wilt face trials that will reveal much to you. So will thou take these trials? Sure. The first trial is get to the top of the stable's head within the time limit. Wait, really? Walk, run, fly, whatever it takes. Can I just like use a rocket arrow? I mean, we could do it normally, but a rocket arrow would make things a lot easier. You finished. Great. That was so easy. Good job with that trial. I'd say I'm impressed, but I already knew that was going to happen, so... Thou, yes, thou, ready to face the next trial? Only if thou overcome it, will thou find what thou seeketh. A lot of riddles. Bring 3 logs here within the time limit. Just do whatever it takes to get them. All right. Time for a little manual labor. All right, we should have more than enough time to get this done. By taking it up the manual manual way. Easy enough. So you tired yet or what? You've got to be worn out. Well, it's been entertaining, so naive, so trusting. I can't believe you fell for this. A talking cuckoo? Ridiculous. Now that you're worn out, we've got you right where we want you, everyone. Get him and finish the job. You all really just don't learn. Easy enough. Brother, it doesn't have to be this way. I can't believe that was just another trap. We'll let you off easy for now, but don't get used to it. We won't hold back next time. Be prepared. We always are.
Yeah!
There's my partner.
Oh.
I was just giving a good long think to the all-clucking cuckoo situation when I saw everyone running around that tree here. So what's the story, kid? Uh-huh, I see. Well, I had suspicion that a cuckoo couldn't yap to save its life, but I didn't suspect this was a Yiga trap. Those chumps really knew how to lure us in by mentioning Princess Zelda. Yes, we walked right into that one. But at least this will make one heck of a newspaper story. All those who put their faith in that cuckoo's prophecies. People need to know the truth, or else they'll fall for more of these lies in the future. Oracles, my tail feathers. We've worked together to chase 11 of the stories relating to Princess Zelda. Just as expected, partner Tracy made the right call bringing you on. Go on and add this to your nest egg. Will do. Another 100 rupees. Wow. The all-clucking cuckoo complete. Let's check inside this well and see what we might find. Another cuckoo. The irony is too apparent. So it's a pretty uneventful well. But at least we got that one done. Let's see. I think this one was one that we didn't finish. So I'm going to check this one. Back at this table, I had a feeling that one of these, I couldn't remember what some of the earliest ones that we'd been to. I had a feeling that one of these I didn't actually start the quest on. It was either this one or this one. And I'd put a star at both. And so I checked this one. There was nothing. So we came here. And there's our buddy. So that'll take care of this one too. Now it looks like we also didn't do the well here either. So the new Serene Stable Well. I gotta go find that quest, whichever quest it was where we got paid to do the shrines or do the wells, because we found quite a few now. All right. Interesting. There we go. Open things up down here. Let's see what they're hiding. A chest. And 50 more rupees. You know what's great about this quest too is that through doing this, we actually are not poor anymore. For the longest time, through much of this game, we have been struggling with rupees. And by struggling, I mean just simply not having enough. But through this quest, we got about 100 rupees per one that we've done, plus extras, bonuses. It's pretty cool. Well, I will say this armor set, or this weapon, looks pretty sick. But we'll go with their traditional. Actually, let me see. Are there any arrows we can buy? I've been pretty much every stable we've gone to, we've been picking up some arrows. It's been really helpful. Trying to make up for all the time that we were in the depths and we were just shooting arrows everywhere. All right, looks good. Sunset fireflies, warm darners.
Oh.
Careful there, partner. You went and scared all the little birds away. You go storming around like that, and it won't just be the birds you send flying for the hills. It's fine, though. I did hear some interesting chirps and warbles from them. I don't want to say this too loud and start a panic, but rumors are spreading about Princess Zelda, that she's been seen riding some mysterious beast. It's said to be a mountain of a beast, too, one that with huge, brutal tusks. My little reporters have never seen something so frightening. Of course, what made it far worse was that it seemed like the princess herself was controlling this terrifying creature. I find it hard to believe a beast like that could really be lurking in Hyrule. But if this terrifying monster exists, then the implications make this a very, very huge story. You know, there were guests at this stable talking with some kind of rumored beast. My little bird informants told me that there have been a number of sightings in the subtropical region in the south. If we want to learn more, we should dive beak first into this stable and others to see if there is any truth to these rumors. We just need to peck away at this until we figure out if this is an enticing truth or an elaborate fiction. The Beast and the Princess. Subtropical region to the south, which would put us... Do you really want us to go all the way down there? Maybe the Giant's Forest? Subtropical region.
Oh.
What was the last thing he said about stables? Hopefully we can find some facts at stables. Alright, shouldn't be too difficult. But we could always start by asking some of the locals here, see if anyone knows anything. Legendary weapon, you say? Oh, I'm going to give that a little more thought. Things with legendary in the title are usually just stories. There's simply no way it exists. But the rumored beast you're after, that's what's just a story. Go to any stable in Hyrule and you'll find people excited about the rumored beast. Stables are places where information gathers. If it weren't true, you wouldn't hear about it at so many stables. Even if I grant you that, we don't stand to gain anything by finding this rumored beast. A legendary weapon, on the other hand, is bound to be strong indeed. We would have nothing to fear of monsters. And what if this weapon is legendarily brittle and useless? Let's start visiting stables to gather information and track down the rumored beast.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in such bad weather. Welcome, Link. Do you want to register a horse? No, we're good. We want to ask about... Can we ask him about anything?
Oh? Ah! Ah.
take these lizards while we're here. Honestly, I probably should take the arrows as well. Huh, I guess we'll forget actually.
Ha. Oh. Oh.
Ah. Oh. Hmm.
Aye!
Hey, what is Pen doing here?
Ah,
I got outside of you while I was looking into things at the stable here. I've heard there are rare animals around here somewhere. How about you help me dig into the story here, partner? What? Hold on. You're saying this all relates to the beast people have seen Princess Zelda riding around on? So it wasn't a beast at all, just a newly discovered animal called a Don? And it was Princess Zelda herself conducting research on them? Wow, rumors can really get out of hand, can't they? I mean, it's hardly a mountain of a beast, not even a small hill. All that talk of brutal tusks was overblown too. That's why a good reporter must confirm the details before they go to print. You did a good job, partner. We worked together to chase 12 of the stories related to Princess Zelda. I can't hear the chirps and warbles of my little birds anymore. It seems like this was the final rumor about Princess Zelda. I'm going to report this to Tracy. This means that this is probably the last addition to your nest egg, partner. 300?
oh,
I don't think there's a reporter anywhere else in Hyrule who makes the kind of money we're making. It really goes to show how much how much the newspaper values you. If I'm being honest though, I have a feeling our days of swooping in on scoops are at an end. Some water must have gotten caught under my goggles. It really was a blast, partner. All that's left is to head back to the Lucky Clover Gazette and let Tracy know that the job's finished. I'm going to hurry back and get the real story published. You take care, partner. Wow, so that was the last one. I have a feel. I'm pretty sure there's more than 12 stables. She's selling things too? You have to bear with me. It's a bit of a long story. One day, some luminous stones I picked up fell out of my bag. Before I knew it, a Don charged over and then chomp chomp. It gobbled the luminous stones right up. These animals showed no interest in food, and then luminous stones of all things sparked their hunger. It was shocked. After all, we found gems on the ground where the Don grazed. Those are the gems. Where they come from remains a little uncertain. But I think the Don created them after eating the luminous stones. If that's the case, I might learn more about the nature of Dons by studying those. So please don't take them. Wait, can I drop? Wait, so does that mean if I drop a luminous stone, can it poop a diamond? Because that would be mildly disturbing. It didn't do anything. What about this one? I drop a couple of them right here. Will they see them? Oh, they really do eat them. It doesn't appear that anything happens though. It's interesting. Maybe it's not a guarantee. Still cool though. All right, back to the Lucky Clover Gazette. Let us finish this story. It's been a while since we've been back here. Easily one of my favorite locations in the entire game.
Wow.
Our trustworthy reporter. So Link, Pins fill me in on all the latest. We're relieved that you managed to get to the bottom of every one of the rumors about Princess Zelda, and our paper circulation is stronger than ever. I'm almost speechless. Enough of that. You probably just want what I promised. Well, fair enough. Here's what you earned. The Froggy Hood. What do you think? Pretty good, huh? That will really help you stick to wet surfaces without slipping. In the end, we didn't actually uncover where Princess Zelda is, but now I know just who to call when we get another good lead. Until then, Link, you keep doing what you do. Your part in all of this will be clear soon enough, I bet. As for Pin, well, I've given him some time off with pay. Well deserved, too. He did a lot of reporting. I did tell him, hey, you say something nice to your partner after all this. I think I put him on the spot, Link. He looked at me in an odd way and flew off with barely a soar long. He was right in the middle of writing a news article, too. I can't say I know what that was about. He's bottling something up, maybe. Potential princess sightings complete. Wow. Well, there you have it. A very busy day and a busy episode of reporting. And as promised, we managed to learn absolutely nothing about the whereabouts of Princess Zelda. However, what we did learn in all of this reporting is that Hyrule is ripe with possibilities and mysteries and interesting characters and people that can sing and mysterious creatures and so much more. And perhaps that's the real beauty. Maybe that's the real story. And so that is where we'll leave it for today. I just want to say, guys, thank you so much for the love and support on this episode. I wanted to know what these stories were. And it turned out that many of these were actually some of the most interesting quests that we've done so far. They were a lot of fun. So hopefully you enjoyed them as well. If you did, consider dropping a like on this video. Comment down below your thoughts on this episode. Which of the side stories, which of the stories was your favorite? And of course, subscribe if you're new here and you enjoy cozy commentary for your viewing pleasure. That is all for me, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.